Fala galera, beleza? Aqui quem fala é o aleArts. Estou aqui no começo do vídeo, rapaziada, para avisar vocês que está rolando sorteio aqui no meu Instagram. Sim, um sorteio de um mousepad game em parceria com a Pichau aí, rapaziada. Então, se você quiser participar, lembrando que é só até o dia 5/4. Então, vocês têm 2 dias aí para participar de sorteio. Entra aí no primeiro link da descrição ou entra aí instagram.com/_aleArts. Me segue lá no Instagram também, rapaziada, que é muito importante para você não perder esse tipo de sorteio, que é só quem me segue fica sabendo, beleza? Tamo junto e bora pros highlights.
Oi gente, aqui é a Isabela CZ e eu tô passando rapidinho para avisar para vocês que o código ARTS no CSGO.net dá 25% de bônus em cima do seu depósito. Usa lá!
Rapaziada, se a Isa falou, tá falado. O CSGO.net é o maior site para você abrir suas caixas de CSGO sem nenhum problema. Com o cupom do canal ARTS1, você recebe 25% de bônus na hora. Vários modos para você depositar, cartão, boleto e até skins. Entre pelo link na descrição e divirta-se.
Just want to remind you guys, we have multiple games going on at the same time. We got Liquid versus EG over on the main channel. On the B channel, it's 100 Thieves versus Furia. Here on the main, or on the C channel, excuse me, it is MIBR versus SWOLE Patrol. Mayan catching the first here, taking care of Celsius. Good amount of damage dealt, both sides of the aisle actually. Marky, good reaction to the flank, but not good enough. Taco shuts him down. Cooper gonna be pushing forward alongside with Freakazoid. Food is still fairly far back as Cooper and Freakazoid gets taken down. It is now going to be all on Food with just above 10 HP. Probably not a whole lot left for him to do. Out towards the mid position, right beneath the jump through. Trying to catch anything at all for this one. But it should be a clean pistol going in the favor of MIBR. At least somewhat clean. As Food does manage to find the shot here onto Fallen. KNG lurking, slowly peeking out, and SWOLE Patrol, they could be a dangerous team here up against MIBR, but we'll see how that pans out. Either way, it is going to be a clean second round in the favor of it. Posted up with the AWP, patient waiting for aggression to come his way. Fallen could push out a little bit further, but he needs to be careful because you do have Food in that position, patient waiting himself. Fallen, as he tries to fall back and find an angle in towards the bomb site, he does get taken down. Celsius taking care of KNG on the potential flank. That means it's now going to be all on Fer and Mayan. Try and see if they can get anything done with these SMGs. I think they're mostly just going to try and see if they can get potentially an exit frag or something of the likes. Other than that, just mostly hold on to their weapons. Utility. Celsius, not the greatest spray down I've seen, but hey, he managed to get the job. I mean, they definitely done all right for themselves. They've won half of their games, and in a fairly dangerous North American group. Good stuff here from Mayan though. A nice little double. Fallen and Fer finding one each. It means it's got to be all on Food. What is he supposed to do? He was trying to make a move over towards the A bomb site, now going for the rotation back closer towards CT spawn and eventually going to try for the push in towards the B flank. He needs to flank pretty hardcore at this point as the bomb has been dropped down beneath the staircase up towards B. Obviously going to be a tough one here for Food to bring this one back in the favor of SWOLE Patrol. We have seen Food before in similar situations. We've seen how been fairly lackluster this season of Pro League. Well, fairly lackluster in pretty much everything for the last while. It's been a rough patch for MIBR, and I surely hope that they somehow start bringing it back. One can only hope. Good peek from Marky. Beautiful headshot here on Mayan. Finds the second as well. KNG gets taken down. Marky, he spots Fer. Fer does manage to peek out and pick up the frag on Cooper. Still looking for a little bit more and finds it. Fallen in the meantime, he takes care of Marky. Freakazoid will answer back, but he gets traded out immediately by Taco on the flank. MIBR finally connecting their 4th round on the ball. MIBR, even though it is typically considered a slightly T-sided map, I would still say that MIBR need a whole lot more rounds on the board here. At the very least 2 more to be just somewhat alright with this first half. MIBR definitely in a bit of a worrisome situation at this point. Mayan did manage to catch one before he got taken down. Marky found a frag of his own before Mayan shot him out. This once again mostly going in the favor of SWOLE Patrol here, and it makes sense. It is mostly an eco for MIBR. Mayan, good positioning. Just watching through the grid, whatever that's called, whatever he was standing on there. Watching through it down towards B prep, patiently waiting for his opponent to peek the angle, and as soon as he does, Marky gets taken down. Mayan not taking too much damage from that exchange either. That is definitely going to go in the favor of MIBR. At least the first frag did go in their favor, and gives them a good opportunity. Fallen, brilliant collateral shot. Fallen with a quad kill. We are straight back for the pistol here in the second half, and MIBR going for incredibly fast aggression up towards the A bomb site. This is something that most North American teams like to do, actually. Just go for a very fast aggression in a lot of the rounds over on the ramp area. And it seems to be working out, at least initially. Works out all right here for MIBR. Not tremendously. But they are getting the job done. They are finding the frags. They are getting the bomb planted. They are currently in a one-man favor. As Freakazoid gets taken down, that makes it even better in favor of MIBR and Taco here for SWOLE Patrol. Not something you see all that often nowadays. For the second round on the CT side, at least. It is fairly typical on the T side of it. But good first, catches a second, now a third. Looking for a little bit more, but eventually he will get taken down. But a nice triple on an SMG. That's gonna rank up a good amount of money for him. Celsius and Freakazoid. Probably not a whole lot for them to do. Celsius gets taken down. Fallen. Oh, he takes care of Freakazoid as Freakazoid has fallen back to try and see if he can give himself a decent opportunity of holding on to his life, at least for a little bit longer. And with that, Cooper and Food, they both get taken down by Taco, and now Fer puts a lot of pressure on SWOLE Patrol for this round. That's Fer. He's gonna be pushing forward, inching his way forward, trying to connect the shots here. Oh, the flashbang kill? Oh, please. Valve, if there was ever a time for you to work in the favor of the broadcaster, if there was ever a time for the caster's curse, it should have been then. In the meantime, the bomb is actually getting planted over on the B bomb site. SWOLE Patrol, I think they're just realizing... Wait, I thought they attacked A. Alright, they did initially, but now they changed it up. Okay, good reaction here from Celsius, taking care of Fallen. So the round is going to go in the favor of MIBR, but at the very least, Celsius and Marky will be able to find a lot of kills here, dealing a lot of economic damage. And they actually take care of the entire side of MIBR, as they all went for a bit of a hunt. Two players surviving. And SWOLE Patrol have actually done alright, especially considering the teams they've been up against. Marky, good first, but he's the only one to get anything done. Quickly traded out. They find the frag on Celsius and Freakazoid as well. That means it's now going to be all on Cooper with the AWP. Good aggression coming through from KNG, pushing out in middle. shift walking all the way through, silently not throwing any utility. Oh, Cooper, beautiful double here. Celsius finding one as well, brings it back slightly in the favor of SWOLE Patrol, even more so now as Marky connects onto KNG. That puts a lot of pressure on Fallen as he's going to try and see if he can clutch this one out in a 1-on-3 situation, but he doesn't check the angle. He does find one onto Celsius. Food gets flashed into the position though. Food very low on HP, should get taken down, and indeed he will. Taco shuts him out. Fur with a good frag onto Cooper. Is now back to a 3-on-4, actually favoring MIBR at this point. Fur taking a bit of damage here. Another smoke coming through. Mayan almost connecting that shot through the plywood up towards the high ground. He is looking for a little bit more, trying to connect the shots. Celsius, Freakazoid, Marky at this point probably just gonna fall back. It means you can just... It's basically a mini AWP with automatic fire. Automatic fire rate. Freakazoid, beautiful double. Eventually he does get traded out. KNG jumping on top of the boxes, connects onto Marky, and Fallen with the final one through the edge. SWOLE Patrol, due to going for a bit of an eco in the previous round, they will have enough to buy up completely for this one. Cooper, once again with the AWP, and that's fairly important, excuse me. Cooper has been pretty strong with the AWP, but Food, again, slight misstep from Food, costing him his life, and Fur with the double entry towards the 8-bomb side. Fallen finding one as well. Celsius and Marky. Yeah, as I said, this is the first map chosen by SWOLE Patrol, which should give them a bit of an advantage on this map. And I would say they've had a bit of an advantage. They've had a bit of an eco round for this one. Do manage to find the first as Celsius connecting onto KNG. Fur does manage to answer back with a frag onto Freakazoid, but Cooper, not only capable of hitting shots with the AWP, he can also do it with a Desert Eagle. Making a nice headshot there. Mayan, in the meantime, he's going to be trying to open up in towards the B bomb site. Does that successfully, at least for now. There is another player somewhat close by, but Fur is actually going to be pushing in with the bomb, going for the plant. Three-on-3 situation. Definitely still potential here for SWOLE Patrol. Even though they were mostly in an eco, they've managed to pick up a couple of weapons that actually gives them a decent opportunity to potentially find something for this one. That's such an important kill here for Fur, and the timer is running low. There's no more time for Food unless he finds the frag right now, and he won't. He does not have a kit, so he won't be able to get the defuse. The round... Food just jump peeking. Oh, Fur, that's such a strong peek onto Cooper, shutting him down. Cooper, no chance at all. Checking the angle here with the molly. They are going to be pushing closer towards the A-bomb site. Celsius is going to move in to try and stop this from happening. Food has taken a good chunk of damage. He's sitting right behind the plywood wall. MIBR yet to go in towards the bomb site, actually, and they are patiently trying to go for the peaks and just trying to shut down the initial hold. Marky trying to find something over towards the B bomb site, or at least just checking whether they actually fell back or not. Pretty good couple of mollies here. Could spread to Food, and it will slightly, but it actually extinguish right as it spreads. Food does manage to find one, quickly traded out by Fur, and now indeed the bomb will get planted. It's all on Marky, and this should be a 16-12 in just a moment. And yes, it will be. KND